Yesterday I had no choice but to talk to him because it had reached 90 degrees in here. This room gets really hot. There's nothing that can be done. Joe gets defensive and says, "No, of course it's not your fault. And of course I don't want to have it cost you more money or to you to have to have it be cold in the house for this. I can't let it go past 90 in here." And even when he has the air downstairs on 76, it's or 78, it's still like 85 in here sometimes, but that's okay, that's how it is. I'm not condemning Joe for that, or thinking he should be miserable and have the air really cold just so it can be reasonable in here. But I only even found out how hot it was in here when we had a heat wave a little while back. But in any case, yesterday I had to tell him that, a while back, I said, you either have to, if it gets too hot, Omar is a pug, he's flat, he's old, and he's got the flat base. I said, I'll have to bring the downstairs carrier into the living room, okay? But then it wound up being temporary. But at that time, he was saying, I can't, it'll cost me hundreds of dollars. I can't, you want to pay it. I can't do this, blah, blah, whatever, right? So I'm like, then I can't pay hundreds of dollars. We'll just put the carrier in the living room if it's too hot, okay? So flash forward to yesterday. And I didn't talk to him all day. Now I have to talk to him and I have to say, it's approaching 90 in the room, but it was late in the afternoon. It's approaching 90 in the room. I have to either turn on the air or put that downstairs carrier into the living. And just like, you can turn on the air. I don't think why you don't think you can just turn on the air. I'm not a dictator. I don't like you thinking oh my God, okay? I showed you how to use the air conditioner. No, you showed me how to use the air conditioner and said if it reaches 80 in here downstairs, then turn on the air. But it was only 75 downstairs, yet it was approaching 90 up here for whatever reason. Maybe because there was a hot day that it was okay that he never turned on the air, and so it's built up in here, or I don't know. Or maybe it's because I want my privacy and I'm avoiding him and I have the door closed. So I don't see why it was 75 downstairs and 89 up here, but it was. Again, it could be because I have the window open and the fan on, but I have the door closed and it's not getting the cross breeze. Okay? But whatever. And then I said, okay, so I can, if it's reaching that, I can just, of course you can. I'm not a dictator. I don't want your dog to suffer. I don't want you to suffer. I don't know why you think that about me. You never said that I could do that. That's why. Well, if I didn't, I'm saying it now. And then he's like, you can do it if it's 8. No, I would never, not in a million years, would I turn on the air downstairs if it's 80 in here. Okay? I'm not going to have the air turned on and cost you more money and have you even though you won't admit it to yourself, resent me even more, even if it's subconscious. So then when I told him it was 75 down there, yet 89 up here, so well, then turn it on 73. But then it's too cold for him, which I understand, you know. So not in a million years if it was 80 in here would I turn it on. He just said that. He's like, well, if it's 80, no. I'm not going to do that, okay? Only if it approaches 90 in here, I have to, for his sake, not mine, that's fine. I actually fasted for 2 whole days. Didn't go near the kitchen. If I don't go near the kitchen, he can't find anything to be upset with me about, can he? That I do unintentionally. And for the record, my mom has, you know, she used to, when she was having a breakdown or just whatever, she would push me past my breaking point where I would calmly try to just be like, you know, like I'm asleep with earplugs and you're gonna knock on my door and wake me up because you think I've slept too long or because you can't find your phone or something. Leave me alone. And then when you don't do it, when she doesn't do it, you yell. You know what I mean? Because that's all she'll listen to. Like, leave me alone. Or when she wants to have a stranger move in with us. Stranger. And thinks I wouldn't mind that because, and I'll give up my bedroom. I'll sleep on the couch. And because the stranger's going to pay $500 a month rent and drive us places because she has a car. Not a total stranger to her, but she doesn't know her very well, and I don't know her at all. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. You know what I mean? You can't reason with my mother. And sometimes the only way to get her to see reason when she's being absolutely insane is to yell, okay? Never, ever in my life, if my mother had done something wrong, like whatever you could think of, okay, did I say, Mom, get in here right now and you do this? Not in any universe. And he thinks he has a right to do that to me, okay? And his excuse is he's triggered. His words, not mine. So, again, my mom would do insane things where I'd be crying to Selena and woman and to like, you know what I mean? I can't remember all the things. I just know, no, this is a different dynamic. This is, he used the opportunity last. It's just like my father. The same terminology. I do such nice things for you, and I'm letting you viewing me as a monster. And that's what you were saying to me last night. He's like, you know, it just hurts me. It hurts me that you view me that way. And I just get triggered. Yeah, you get triggered and do what you did, like, go into a tirade against me, overreact, and it's the same thing my father did. My father was nice as pie to me in between, like, once a month or so when he flew into a rage. Made me feel like more of a worthless piece of shit than I already felt 24/7. I thought you loved me. I thought, you know, I already have extremely low self-esteem. I'm viewed as a loser by most of the outside world. You know? Joe makes $100,000 a year or more. Not clear, not before tax. You know, he gross, and I'm on disability making $1,000 a month. See the dynamics? He's gonna say that I do everything for you and you do nothing for me. If he cared, valued our friendship, and cared about losing me, the way he knows I care about losing him, not losing being here, losing him, okay? He would never dream, would never dare treating me the way he has periodically done. I was actually afraid of him 5 days after I got here. Afraid of him. Couldn't believe I was afraid of him. I never even uploaded the videos I created then, and I just couldn't, because they were too painful for me to watch. It doesn't matter how nice you are or what you do. Look how nice my father was. He took me in. He gave me a home when I would have been in a fucking foster home. Probably, Lord knows what happened to me. It doesn't excuse being abusive towards someone, holding your power over them. Going into a tirade against them, and if you know, not cutting any slack, because when they, unknown to you, have had a really horrific day. Eggshells. It doesn't matter if it doesn't happen all the time and the person is nice to you in the meantime. The world's filled with people who do that and give excuses. You know, some people have excuses that they drink, others that they're stressed at work. Joe says he gets triggered and flies into a tirade. Okay? Vicious, cruel, throwing me out, saying I can never use his computer again. And then once he calms down, he's all nice again and expects it to just, you know, because he's a good person and he's so nice, and, you know. Meanwhile, every time is killing me more, is making me more on edge. Okay? Why do you think Tuesday night I scanned, after he treated me Monday, I scanned the kitchen. I said out loud, not out loud, I said to myself, as I was going upstairs for the night, way before, before he was going to be out of work, okay, I've looked at the kitchen, I've scrubbed out, because I had eaten a little bit, but, you know, I scanned the kitchen, I cleaned up this, I cleaned the counters. I always clean the countertops that are his mess, and I know they're his mess because I don't eat until 1 or 2 in the afternoon, my first meal, you know. So I did all of that and said to myself, which I shouldn't even have to live like that, where I'm saying to myself, like back when I was a kid, okay, I've done nothing wrong. I can't think of anything I've done wrong. Joe says, well, I have no reason to get upset with me. And then lo and behold, after 10 o'clock at night, it's, get down here right now and you clean up by that door. After 10 o'clock at night. Flashback. But he does nothing wrong in his eyes. He's a good person. He's nice to me. He just gets triggered. And then that would have been bad enough. You know, clean up by the front door, let me do it, and go back to, no. He goes on a tirade against me, okay? And then actually thinks that I was running downstairs to defiantly get on his computer when I was going downstairs to get the fucking vacuum, follows me down. You're not going on that computer. Don't you think you're going on that computer? I'm still you. Oh my God. I'm just getting the vacuum. And then he's like, you're never using my computer again. That's not abuse, right? No, not in his eyes. He just gets triggered. Just like, again, other people, a lot of times mostly men or whatever, not that women can't be, but it's like, I just, they drink, right? I just drink, and, it's the same damn thing. He doesn't drink, but he hates his fucking job, and he gets triggered. Triggered. You think my father didn't view himself as a really good person? Of course he did. And how dare